Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Majestix Heroclix Podcast. My name is Jeff, and as always, my co-host Patrick.
What's up, everybody? Hold on. Are you recording?
I am recording.
Okay.
For the past 2 minutes and 36 seconds.
Because, so did you apologize to?
Yes.
Apologize to Wes. He's probably listening, going, "What the hell happened?"
Yeah, no. I sent him a message about the unfortunate technical difficulty that happened.
That was. It was funny, but also like,
it was a low point in my life, And I always hear all these horror stories of all these guys. Oh, the lost episode! It was so good, but we didn't record it, and it finally happened to me. So,
hey, you know what?
Cross my fingers, knock on wood, it won't happen again.
This is gonna hype up Wes's tournament report because he submitted it.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. No.
So go read it on our site. It's gonna be a free article. But Jakeem is back, baby. JSA.
Hey.
Anyway, wanted to start off with did we talk about the visible dial thing last week?
No, that just came out recently.
Yeah, because that came out after, right? After we
Yeah.
Okay. So just a quick recap. Starting next month? Like
November 6th.
November? You can start the dial or the card, the front and back now is now public information, right?
Yeah.
So you can is that better?
Yes.
And then you can ask your opponent. It's weird because they say like, oh, you may ask your opponent to you look at the card. It's kind of like, what if they say no? Like,
yeah.
Well, I don't get it. So I think they should just say you can look at your opponent's card.
Yeah, it was kind of ambiguous, but
yeah,
I think it was a nice way of saying you get to look at the back of your opponent's
right. You may ask your opponent. It should be you can look at your opponent's card, but make sure you ask first. Kind of
you can look at the whole.
Yeah, unless that's how they meant it, but whatever. Anyway, but they were saying that the reason why they're doing this was because it's one of the barriers for new players, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw Jason Collins kind of put his little rant on the Married with Clix page regarding this, and it's like almost the exact same thing that I wanted to say, but he just happened to get it out there before I wanted to say it. But I think that's 100% bullshit.
Okay.
That it's because of new players.
Yeah. I don't think it would help.
No. Okay. As someone, let me I guess legitimize what I'm saying. I am one of like a few people that run a Heroclix only store. We run the largest events. I can say that now, other than Worlds, and Nationals. But we have tournaments, 2 or 3 times a week. We're only Heroclix. There's new players that come all the time. Went to the convention, taught new players everything. 100%, and someone can say this. They can like basically make an argument. If they're like a Wizkids apologist, they can make an argument by making shit up, by saying, "Oh, that's not how it is in my venue." But I'm going off of the store and also other people that are around that run events, and they all kind of say the same thing.
Yeah.
The absolute last thing that they worry about for new players is how many clicks they have. They're too worried about figuring out what the colors do, what the powers do, what the abilities do.
Mm-hmm.
What's a costed action, a free action? Can I see this? I'm next to him? Can I see him even though he's in stealth? Like the last thing on their mind is, how much damage do I need to do to kill that guy? No.
Or what's going to happen if I get into this click, right?
No, they're just like, look, can I attack you or not? I want to hit you for 3. That's how it is 100% of the time. 0% of the time they go, you know what? I don't know if I want to. I never hear this. Just not knowing the dials is like stopping me from playing.
Yeah.
It's always
you never would hear that.
It's always the overwhelming powers and abilities. When you show them the powers and abilities card, they go, "Oh my god,
Dude,
how am I going to know all this?"
To remember,
right? So if they do say anything, they always say if it has anything to do with that part of the game, it's going to be the rules are overwhelming.
Yeah.
I don't
It's a
know.
lot of
So
rules. The line
or
of
like
fire.
how I teach my kids, or when my girlfriend, wife, whatever, we just play without the actual special powers. We just attack each other.
Yeah.
And then see what happens. And then now the next level to that is like, there's too many sets. I don't want to play in events because everybody has everything and I don't have everything.
Yeah.
Like that's why like battle royals and sealed are very popular, because people they can just get their stuff and play without having to worry about, oh man, I only have these 5 pieces. This guy's like 4,000 pieces. What am I going to do?
Or he's got that super rare, ultra
Right.
rare prime
Or
Q.
like, yeah, like, oh man, he's got the Thanos. What the hell?
Exactly.
So those are the complaints. The only time I ever hear anything, I don't even remember and I don't even think it's a complaint. It's more like an observation. When someone says something about the dial, like the dial length and knowing the dial, is when they get to the higher level, they go, man, you know what? He beat me because he knew my dial and I didn't know his.
Yeah, it's a high level thing.
That's it. But that has nothing to do with new players coming in being like, oh well, I don't know.
Yeah.
And you know what? If that is a barrier, if let's say that is a barrier, I don't know one player that's teaching a new person that won't help him out by like, you know what, you should do 3 damage because he'll die.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
in a sense, you are already doing it, right? Without actually showing it. Because you're just teaching them and you're just telling them, hey, you should just, I'll tell you right now, like, you need to do 1 more because like 2 is not enough.
Exactly.
So do more. Okay, cool. Then they'll help them out.
And you're not teaching them in a 300 constructed modern format with IDs and special terrain. It's a fun format that's probably a lot more points or even less points so that they can get a feel of the figures. So
yeah. Now, if they want to do it because we're fucking Wizkids, we want to do it. Okay. Yeah. But I don't buy. No, it's I don't buy, but I feel it's almost. I mean, maybe they got to give us a reason. So it doesn't feel like. Give
us a reason,
right? But I mean, if maybe they want to tell us like the real reason. Maybe like, you know, this speculating maybe down the line we're just gonna not do dials at all.
Yeah.
Have you ever played Warhammer minis? I'm sorry, WoW TCG. I'm sorry, WoW minis.
No.
Or Star Wars minis.
I've done X-Wing.
Okay, well, I'm talking about the minis because, Star Wars minis on their card it tells you their health.
Okay.
Right. So it tells you like, okay, you need to hit them 20 times to, you need to do 20 points of damage to kill them. It says on the card. That's public information, okay? But there's no dial, it's just on the card. So when you hit, like you just kind of keep track of like your health meter.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to go that route, okay, fine. Maybe they're transitioning into that. Maybe they don't want to say nothing yet. Fine. So they got to give us this like smoke screen, whatever. Okay. But I feel like it's kind of insulting for like the community itself to tell us that's what it is. The one thing that makes it unique about Heroclix is the powers and the values change as they get hit.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Whereas in a which is more realistic, right? In the Star Wars game, like it's just there on the card.
Okay, yeah.
And then like it's kind of like a static health, but it's not like Hulk where you get hit. I don't know, maybe it could say on the card like if you get hit 3 times, Hulk you get something.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense, but that wouldn't be Clix.
Yeah. In WoW, the WoW minis, there's they all have the same. They have the it's like the droplets of blood, and it tells you a number, and that's how many that's their health.
Okay.
Okay, so then when they die, they have to like respawn at the beginning. You respawn, but there's like a timer for you to respawn.
Okay.
So when your guy dies, it has to come back to the starting. And then it has to click down until it goes up. Other than that, everything is on the card. So
okay, that makes sense.
If they want to go that route, I mean, fine. I think that takes out the uniqueness of the Clix thing.
That would be a huge difference.
Yeah, that would be a huge thing, right? Like if they
it would
went away with that.
It would be a whole different game at that point.
Yes, it wouldn't be called Heroclix anymore. I don't know what it would be called. Hero figures.
Hero cards.
Yeah. So, maybe, I would surmise that there's like some other reason, because I really don't believe that is the reason.
That is for the new player.
If it is, to me, if that is the real reason, then I think they had the wrong feedback. Because I know all the local areas around here.
Yeah.
Anywhere you go that even does Heroclix and just in the surrounding area, they'll have the same thing. Like, what's your trouble? What's like why do you have a hard time keeping players?
Yeah, it's the rules in the pack.
Yeah, it's the rules, the pack, the overwhelming elements that has to whatever. Like, there's too many things. There's just too many, but none of it is.
Yeah.
I don't know the dial.
Yeah, it's a little obscure when I read it, and I took it with a grain of salt. But
yeah,
I
mean, whatever. That's my rant. So that's
well, and then we have to,
and a lot of people don't have the same. A lot of people have the same views as that. And usually, it's people who are like enablers to teach other players. Now, like I said, apologists can say whatever they want to say and make shit up, but the fact of the matter is that is not a barrier, pun intended.
Well, because like when I learned the game, they didn't have dials on the back of the card, so it wasn't an issue. I'm not, hey, let me click through your dial to see where I want to hit you to. It's all right, let's see what happens, and I'll eventually remember this dial.
Know what? That's
if I lose to it enough.
And that's part of the allure of players playing, is
Yeah.
they go, does it kill him? Oh, he didn't get him. Oh man, we gotta do one more. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, it was so close. Like, oh man, nope, he's still alive. What? He's still alive? What? You get a lot of that dynamic.
Exactly.
You don't hear people going like getting just like angry.
Well, like one of the arguments from Landers was, I play a lot of unique pieces that people don't play and don't know the dials. So that's my one up is they don't know how much to do to kill him. And you were saying that you won Worlds because they didn't know how long the Quinjet was. Like
part of the skill. Yeah, part of the one of the reasons, like when I was going through, is like they're hitting me with Krang and they're like, well, crap, I don't know if this is enough to kill your jet. And they just go.
Yeah.
But, so, I mean, some people know, some people don't. I remember they would always be like, is it 16 or 17? Oh, God. Is it 16 or 17? Or they go, how many clicks until you lose a reducer? Okay, like they'll go like that. But that is like, like we're saying, that's part of the skill. Now they don't want that to be a skill. Okay. If they want to eliminate that to be a skill, then I think saying that, I think if the reason was we don't want that to be a skill, and then that's it. You can disagree with it, but at least they have, to me, that is that is kind of a legitimate reason.
Yeah. If
they want something to be 100% perfect information for everybody, and they said that, then if that's the reasoning, even though I'll disagree with that.
Yeah.
I would it makes sense if that's the way they want to go. Right?
Yeah, if that's the reasoning, like, all right, they want a level playing field, they want everything open, that's fine. But for new players, I'm like,
wait, what was the reasoning? Was it that, I mean, for all I know, I didn't read the whole thing.
It was for the new players to make because the WWE's bringing in so many new players, they want it open and everyone to understand. So basically, they said WWE players are too dumb to understand the powers.
That's okay. I'm gonna give them this. I'll try to spin it.
I might have stretched a little bit on that.
I'll try to spin it and so that it I guess makes more sense. And agree, I guess more accepted. We feel that giving everybody perfect information and taking that element out of the game would be more welcome for new players. Did it say anything like that at all? Or is it just memorizing the dial? Or I don't know. Maybe that's what they said.
I don't remember the specific words for words.
But I feel like if they say something like along those lines of we want this to be a perfect information game, and we feel that it would bring more players in if it was a perfect information game. I guess they are kind of doing that by doing it like this.
Yeah.
So if it's that, I guess I can get behind it, even though I don't like it, but whatever, it is what it is, right? It's hard because we're all from that, unless you started playing in 2016.
Yeah.
You're gonna, and it has to be exactly 2016. Like it has to be during the Superior Foe set.
Yes.
Because if it's not in Superior Foe set, and you're before that, then you had the old cards. But whatever.
See, because I started playing after that, but most of the stuff I had was before Superior's Foes. Like I didn't have a lot of the new stuff.
Right. Because you just got into it. So if you're gonna get anything like if you got in during Superior and you're like, well, what's the previous set? Well, then there you go.
Exactly. Or even like before DC, before Joker's Wild, there was a lot more DC. So that's what I was into.
So okay, sure, we'll go with it. So we had the discussion in our council, Bronze Age Council. So we are going to stick with it because even though the Bronze Age has a lot of you don't know the dial. There's a lot of figures that don't. We'll just stick because I wanted to say we should keep it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it would just be easier to simplify it so that when people come into play from Modern, they'll understand. Like, okay, I can still look.
Exactly.
So and also there would be no kind of like any controversy because it is what it is. So
all right. So here it says, we know that many locations in the Heroclix community do a great job socially at welcoming these people. We're sincerely appreciative of that. We believe that making the game easier to enjoy and understand is an important part of what we as a company do to support players and retailers who are getting Heroclix newbies up to speed. As invested players, visible dials are part of that. So starting November 6th, 2 weeks after the official North American release of Heroclix, WWE Heroclix tournament rules section about character cards with visible dials and men. So yeah, and then they just go on to give examples of that.
Yeah, so. Okay. I'm gonna go with they want it to be a perfect information game. I'm gonna go with that. And then
that is a great interpretation.
Like, if you take it that way, then it should be more agreeable.
Well, of course.
So, but I guess that's really like kind of giving them a really, really long leash.
It's all how it's presented, right?
Yeah. So, all right.
You can put it
is what it is. That's cool. Whatever. I guess you don't have to study the dials anymore. So I guess that's that's one less thing to worry about.
This is true. But I still feel it's important to study dials.
Yeah. Well, you're right.
Because I don't want to spend the whole game looking at the back of my opponent's cards.
See, and that was one of the arguments against it, right? Was like, are they just gonna be looking at and just like looking at every back and then figure out
like how many times are they gonna look at the back of your card because they can't remember it the first 3 times?
You know what's gonna happen? You just have to. You know what's gonna happen? It's gonna end up doing to make it easier. Everyone's gonna play with the cards flipped the other way.
This is true.
You're just gonna be like, all right, I'm just gonna flip it and then go.
And it just comes down to rolling dice and all right, I'm gonna.
Oh, this is gonna be really weird, man. But
whatever. This is true.
It is what it is. That's cool. I guess I can get back into the game because I don't remember all those dials. Look, I'll tell you right now. When I played against the Lobo last week,
I
don't know how many clicks that guy has.
No,
I just kept throwing shots. I was like, look, I've never. I looked at him.
He's eventually gonna die.
But I don't know how many clicks he has. I still don't know. Is he 9 or 10?
I don't know either.
Exactly.
I'll know November 6th.
But you know what? That was part of like, to me, that was kind of like is this shot going to get him to the stop click? No. Is this shot going to get him to the stop click? No. And I remember when I didn't give him stock, I was like, okay, can you tell me how many clicks he has? You know what happened? He told me, and then I played him in the top 8, and I forgot.
Oh, see, exactly.
So I had to just pulse him again until he got. Luckily, I won map this time, and I just rolled the 7 just to get it over with.
Nice. There you go. Done. Done.
I know, right?
So there's some other modern things going on.
Yeah. So there was a national championship, right?
Before that, I want to cover the Wizkids did some rules.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna cover those real fast.
Hold on. Before we. Oh, is this on? Okay. Okay. When you get to the part, we're gonna have to say a little prayer for our friend Jonah.
Yeah. No, I saved that one for last.
Okay. What do we got here?
So Professor X, from the new set. The question was asked, if Professor X gives friendly characters an influence token, can he then target them with any of the listed attack powers? Answer is no. So
what does this say? When Professor uses leadership characters when influence token are considered adjacent, use my command. You may target characters when influence regardless of friendly character. Oh, he's trying to.
Yeah, so you still have to follow the rules of outwit and stuff, not targeting yourself, right? I think.
Oh, because he's using the leadership to wait. How does he give him an influence token?
Does Professor X use leadership, characters with an influence token are considered adjacent.
Yeah, but how does he give it to him? Does he give it to him through some other means?
It doesn't say on here.
Okay.
So
it must be some kind of like power action, give a guy influence.
Or if they miss something, or yeah.
Right. You know, what'd be funny is like, he's like. And they're like, why would you want to do that? Oh, because I want to pen blast them. Wait, what? I want to pen blast my guy.
I need to get into that click, man. It's a strategy. All right, so not groundbreaking. The Bastion. So it is my resolute belief that X51 is better suited. So mind control, but you only can target friendly or opposing characters with robot keyword. Would Bastion be able to target himself with mind control? No. Still have to follow the rules of mind control. Whoever Adam ZX6R is.
Oh, because it says with a robot keyword, so yeah. He has
so target friendly and opposing. You're friendly to yourself.
Yeah, that's true, but like you can't attack yourself, right? Like that's never been a thing.
But hey, they answered it, so
yeah. I guess it was like, look, I guess it's not as obvious, so let's just tell them.
So.
This is the one I was asking. This is the one. Okay. We had this come up.
Yeah, so feeding the life forces. When Dark Phoenix KOs an opposing character, or an opposing character takes 4 more damage from her attack, after resolution, heal her 1 click. She may heal past her starting lines, but this way... Oh, she may heal past her starting line this way, but can't be healed in any other way. So the question is, if Dark Phoenix KOs 4 pieces in 1 action...
Well, this actually came up in sealed.
Does she heal 1 click or 4 clicks? They ruled it as if and then the second question was, if an opposing character takes 4 damage,
that one actually came up
from her attack and also is KO'd, does she heal 1 or 2 clicks?
Okay.
So the answer to the first one, with KOing 4 pieces, she would heal 1 click for each KO'd opposing character. So that's 4 total clicks she would be healed in the example.
Okay.
The second question answered, she would heal for both the KO and for the 4 or more from her damage. So she'd heal 2 clicks. Yeah, so this is how I was rolling it.
This how was, but you know where this came up too? The Phoenix Force is worded almost exactly the same way. The Phoenix Force says when you roll, so instead of the part that says 4 damage, the Phoenix Force says when you hit and the roll is doubles.
Yeah. And you KO them, you get to click it twice, right?
Yes, but we had we kept going back and forth because we thought it was a single trigger. It's like it's this or that. So you did that or that. Okay, then you click one. But then we asked, okay, so what if you kill like 3 things? Well, you heal 3 times. Like, okay, well then it should be that way. So I remember Alex and I were going a little bit back and forth, but yeah, okay, that's good. I mean, this right here actually works really well.
Yeah, so this is pretty important.
For the Phoenix Force for Bronze Age, absolutely. Because people do ask this question all the time.
So yeah, it's a comparable rolling that we can.
Yeah, because they'll go they rolled like 2 5s and they kill the guy at the same time.
Yeah, so that's 2 clicks up.
Yeah. Ooh, man, that's
Yeah,
brutal.
that's good. So I like this. All right. Moving on. Superman Prime. We also had an issue talked about this in the council. So
Yep.
it says I'm
Freaking
Superman.
Adam and his.
Welcome to my universe. Outwit probability control. When Superman Prime uses either, he may use it an additional time this turn if it has one or more action token, or if he has one or more action tokens. So the question was, when Superman uses prob or outwit, when he uses it one or more tokens, does he get to use that power indefinitely? Because technically, if you used it, you get to use it additional time.
Yep.
Hence the infinite loop. So very
Yep.
directly, no. His
Yep,
effect
this
allows
came up
him
in
to
our
use
thing.
the
Yep.
applicable power additional one time that turn.
Yeah, I remember. Like Adam wanted, he's like, we got to put Superman Prime on there. I'm like, no, like that's clearly it's gonna get changed.
Yeah, they'll fix that.
And also, I want to say like, and nobody has this out here.
Dude, no one has him.
Yeah, nobody has this out here.
And
I
if
had
somebody
it,
wants,
and then someone bought it.
and if somebody wants to come in and be like, I can infinitely prob, I'm gonna be
Yeah,
like,
they will say no.
no,
Nope. Sorry.
sorry. So yeah, easy fix on that one.
Okay.
So the morph, his power says shape change, but succeeds on a 4 through 6.
Oh God, there's this same. It's the same freaking question again.
So when morph uses and it succeeds, you may choose the new target and may choose a friendly character to the attacking character. Target must otherwise be legal. Can morph controller choose the attacking character to be the new target? No.
I like how they don't give a reason. They just say no because they're like, look, moron. No.
Yeah, no.
To me, when that happens, they're like, okay, we actually have to address this. Jesus, you guys are stupid. Okay.
Hey, they addressed it. So
Yeah. Well, no, because they don't want people to try to like rules lawyer.
Exactly.
Even though like it's intuitive, you can't attack yourself.
Thank you.
But okay, cool. At least they did it just to make sure that nobody tries to rules lawyer you. It's just like the Superman Prime, right? Even though we all intuitively know that, look, it's only one time.
But
But
the words say.
But the wording is, and someone could like rules lawyer, so like let's just get it, let's just nip in the butt. So that's cool. I'm glad they did that.
Exactly. Very appreciative. So I like to take a moment of silence for our dear friend.
Oh my God. Oh no.
Korath. So I think a lot of you guys know the Hulk, Korath.
Is he still crying?
Combo. So
is Jonah still crying?
I could be, man. I don't know. It's been quiet.
It's still good. It's just not broken.
Exactly.
Because you can still keep hitting.
Just don't miss.
Yeah, just don't miss ever. Then you're fine.
Ever. So you guys know how the Hulk can go turn giant, quake everyone within a gajillion squares, hit everyone, and get to make those multiple stacked up attacks. So Wizkids has said no. If you hit 3 people, it counts as 1. If you hit 1 person, it counts as 1. So just to make it clear, his quake only counts for 1 hit when using the Korath trick to make that 1 move.
I will say this though. Let me. I think I need to make this clear because Jonah, you do this a lot, and I told him already to ask me.
This is true.
Originally, when this came up like this, Alex and I originally had said no, that doesn't make any sense. Like that's no way that this works like that.
Yeah.
And that was the day of our 1K. And then he said, well, no, Jay Solomon said that it does. Okay, well, even though I respect Jay, he could be wrong. He has been wrong.
It happens.
You know why I know? Because
you
know why I know? Because when I'm the head judge of the Rock Cup, and Jay was my associate head judge, he had to consult me.
Yeah.
On certain rulings, because he wasn't sure himself. So it's not like he knows everything. Also, he's not like the Wizkids rules forum guy. You know what I mean? He's not like the rules arbitrator. He knows a lot of stuff. But when he said that it worked that way, I just said, you know what, there's something not right with this, because there's a lot of different things. If this is precedent like that, then it could get ruled way differently, right?
Yes.
And then so I said, look, if you have any kind, and this is what I was telling you too, why Landers should have asked me instead of trying to go sneaky, trying to come with this secret shit.
This is true.
Asked the guy who's running the event, and both times I was right. Because I did not agree that this, but because he told me Jay said so, I deferred to Jay's judgment. Even though Alex and I are like, no way this works like that. And now we know that we were right.
This is true.
And same with the whole outwit, the box, like the Millennium Puzzle. Like,
Yeah.
we could have just nipped that in the butt right away if you guys. So if anyone out there is listening that has any questions about interactions, exploitation of rules, even if you think you're right,
ask this guy.
Ask me. I would say ask Alex, but Alex doesn't have social media. Ask you.
Yeah, I can get a hold of Alex.
Like, we'll ask.
Yeah,
we'll address it, because we will go over it as like a group and a council, because like we also have our own council.
Yeah,
that knows a lot of the rules. Like,
yeah,
look
like
at Adam. Look at Adam trying to exploit a lot of the rules, right? So they have to address it. And I remember in our chat that day that Dan and PJ sided with me. They said they said they don't think so.
Well,
but Jay said it did.
Well,
so it's like, okay, well, Jay is like the head judge, so okay, I'll listen to him, I'll defer to him. Maybe, to be fair, at the time, if that's how they were ruling it, then he's probably right. But it just didn't feel like, you saw when he was doing that in Modern. Dude, that was ridiculous. I was like, wait, you're attacking 1,000 times? No way.
Yeah, like
just seeing that was like, no, that's not right.
Infinite attacks.
It cannot be right. It cannot be right.
He said it was ruled that way by judges at the Nationals and Worlds. So
yeah, but I don't know, man. I mean, so either, I'm glad that they fixed it.
Yeah,
a lot of times,
which just makes sense why it wasn't on the watch list, because they already had a plan to probably to nerf it.
A lot of times, like Alex and I, when we look at a lot of stuff, like, he kept bugging me about when this came out. He kept bugging me. He gave me probably 10 examples. Oh, if they ruled it that way, then that means this works like this. And I was like, oh Jesus. I was like, dude, they need to do something about this. And, I almost wanted to be like, look, for the sake of keeping it fair and not degenerate, I wanted to rule it. You just get one.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, but now we know.
Yeah, now we know. So, because I'll give you an example. Okay, there's one of the gems. I think it's the power gem or reality gem. When you roll a 10, on your hit, for each hit guy, it says if you hit a guy, when you hit with an attack and your roll is 10 or more, you do 1 penetrating damage after resolutions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I said, okay, so what if we did this? What if I ran a bunch of walking woods pogs? Let's say I put 5 bystanders, or walking woods, whatever, just guys around, and then I running shot with a running shot pulse wave with the sniper gun and and that power gem.
Oh, with Hawkeye, right?
Or it doesn't matter, just
or with anyone,
anyone that has pulse wave, you just put the
pulse wave,
So okay, here's this. Geez. Let's say I have 5 guys, 5 of my dudes, and I'm pulse waving. Let's say you're playing an Emilio team with 10 colossals and whatever. I pulse wave your entire back row, and including my 5 guys. So you have 6 guys in the back row, of 5 guys. So everybody takes 1. And then afterwards, everybody takes 11 penetrating.
Yeah, I remember we talking about that.
And he goes, and so when Alex told me that, I was like, he's like, look, it has to work that way because look at Korath and Hulk.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you're right. I was like, Jesus, that's so stupid, because then that means at that point, you just kill the whole team? Everybody takes 11 penetrating damage?
Everything dies.
and because it's after resolutions, that kills Unimine.
Yeah. Jeez.
It doesn't even stop, and it goes through any of those stop clicks because it's not a stop. So it just goes goes all the way through. So, I mean, it is what it's fine. I'm glad that they fixed this. So,
Yeah. I remember us talking about that, but not being able to consistently get that 10.
Yeah. Well, we actually came up really close with it because what we did was we're like, okay, what if we played
well, this was pre-Qs.
No, but you still have Migsy.
Yeah. It was Migsy and Charlene was around.
Yeah, so
I don't think the Qs are around
2
yet.
chances, and then you still have a Jordy LaForge, that has like you can reroll one die.
It's good, man.
And then you just pick one guy that has a pulse wave, and just hopefully you get that 10. You get that 10, like the whole board's dead.
Everything is dead.
So, anyway.
Yep.
Okay,
well,
that's cool. I'm glad that.
So long, Korath. It was nice knowing you.
Yeah. Well,
it also.
No,
he's still going to be good with Wendigo. He's still going to be really
good.
It's
just not gonna. It's just it doesn't mean you get infinite attacks. It just means you just got to keep hitting.
Yeah. Don't miss.
So.
All right.
And you know, before anybody like even says anything, like I wasn't, you know, I'm not like discrediting Jay or bashing Jay in any way. In fact, I deferred to him. It's just that at the time, that's how they were ruling. Apparently, that's how they were ruling it. But it just felt wrong to us when we were, you know, like that. There's no way that works that way. So,
infinite attacks.
You know, our intuition's like always, you know, has always been pretty on point when it comes to like exposing these stupid rules. Because I mean, look at our ban list, right? So we try to keep it healthy.
That's what we like. All right, so moving on from the rulings, we're going to go to the Italian Nationals. So I missed this last week. So they posted this on the 24th, it looks, I think, or something. So I have this is the translated portion. When did they post it? 21st, sorry, at like 4:14 a.m. So I think that's why I missed it.
24th, that's like that's like Thursday though.
21st? No, it was like 7 days ago.
You said 24th, right?
No, I was wrong. It was the 21st.
21st? Okay, so then it was like right. Okay, maybe it was during the podcast.
Something, dude. So here's the first place team. It was the Magneto Danger Room, Double Surters, a Starfleet security officer, Mr. Oz, and a Sheriff Strange, Everett K. Ross.
Wait, it says on theme?
I think it's supposed to say no theme.
Oh, okay.
It's translated.
Okay.
3 Wendigos, 1 Carnage, and 3 standard heavy objects.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold on.
So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh,
there's
Jesus.
no IDs.
You don't need it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This is like, see, stuff like this can't happen in Bronze Age because there's Hawkeye.
True.
So
just kill the whole team.
Because I really, 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 really don't like these kind of teams. It's just spamming.
Yeah.
Oh God, we really need Hawkeye. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, that is so gross. Was it 11 guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Jesus. Fuck.
Dude,
okay.
Yeah, that's a lot.
What was he doing with this team? Just moving Magneto out there to get hit and then retelling?
Does Magneto have Pulse Wave?
No, he has Pen Blast, double target.
So he's probably just going out shooting people, getting wound tokens up, and
then like they gotta hit him.
Wendigoing people.
You know, if they don't hit him, he's gonna smash them.
Yeah. Jeez.
What's a security officer do?
I don't know.
I think he's a 25-point perplexer, if I recall.
That would make sense. Perplex is good.
I don't know. He might just have enhancement. Yeah.
Either way, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Like, because to me, if you're gonna do that, then you should play Wesley Crusher.
The 50-point one.
The 15-point one and play 10-point ID. But I believe Wesley Crusher is not. No, I think Wesley Crusher is better because he only does friendlies. I think. You can bring it up. Right. Thing. You might as well bring up Starfleet and Wesley.
This is.
You just type it in. It's easier when you just type it in. Wesley and then Starfleet. Yeah, Wesley. Let's take a look at Wesley. Wesley Crusher. Because he's only 15 points, right?
Yeah, Perplex. Will only target friendly characters. When he uses Perplex, roll a d6, 1 to 2, deal him 1 unavoidable, 6, remove an action token. So that's not bad.
That's pretty good. I mean, you have 10 points left for IDs, right?
At this point, if you're not playing the theme, just play a Big Tony, right? Oh, but they have to be adjacent, so that's not as good.
Yeah, that's why he's better, because it's just friendlies.
Yeah. And United Federation is what, +1 movement for move actions?
Yeah. And he has sidestep. Look up the security officer. Security officer. There it is.
Enhancement.
Oh, he doesn't. He has enhancement.
There you go.
Wait, go down. He has a special something.
When adjacent to a friendly character that's 100 points or less, or has Starfleet keyword, you
that's why.
Okay.
My apologies, sir.
That's very good. That trait right there.
Oh, so money. Then like, oh damn! How did I ever miss this guy?
For real?
Isn't this guy better than
Oh, he's from the original series. That's why. From Trelane set.
Better than No, okay. You have to be next.
They have to be adjacent.
Because the thing is, like, what I was, you know how like Emilio was using the Tangent Green Lantern.
Yeah.
To bring them back. He's a cheaper version of it because he just dies and then they're still there.
Exactly.
But you only get one shot at it, right? Whereas the Tangent Green Lantern keep using it.
So yeah, Tangent Green Lantern, you just boom, keep bringing him back at whatever click. So that's I'm surprised we haven't seen more Tangent Green Lantern in modern, especially with all the calls for retaliation.
It's tough. You know why? I feel like if you go that route and you get Hawkeyed, like you just lose.
But Hawkeye's not a thing anymore.
No, yeah, he is.
Not in modern.
No. I'm talking about in
Bronze Age, yes.
Bronze Age. Oh, but you're talking about modern. Why they don't?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
It could work.
It definitely can work. So basically on this team, check this out.
Yeah, she's Elseworld, so that's still modern legal.
Like, on this team, if you take out the security officer, and you put in the Tangent Green Lantern, and you change Ross down to like a different perplexer,
Tony or something.
That might be a better team.
Wesley, yeah.
Wesley, that might be a better team. Because now you have all of they have to deal with the Tangent Green Lantern. Otherwise, Surtur's coming back.
Oh my god, that's really good. Yeah. I think Tangent on like a spam team like this with a bunch of Wendigos.
I mean,
is actually really good.
Good. And then having Magneto soak up all that BS damage means that
either you kill him or he's going to kill you.
Yeah, you're triggering all that. That's actually really smart. Okay, let's look at the second place.
All right, a little Witch Queen.
Oh wow.
It's a mystical theme team of 4 plus 4. So Witch Queen, Daredevil, Wilder, and Tri-Sentinel with the Zero Ring. Pretty cool. A little different.
Cool. I mean, Witch Queen is nice. What's his objects?
2 standard and a
what's the Zero
Ring? It's with a barrier. If I plus 1 or it's for 1 free barrier.
Okay.
Yeah, if I remember correctly.
Steve Boudart. Oh, okay. Steve Boudart was the former Italian champion.
Oh, nice.
Before, or not even Italian. I kind of want to say this guy was the German champion, but like this guy I know this guy from, his name always pops up. If you look at our previous coverage of stuff, this guy's name pops up a lot.
Okay,
if you look at the archives of our site, yeah, this guy's good.
I feel like they're missing an unseen on this team list. Oh, it is. There it is. 65. No. What's 65 points? That's unseen. Never mind.
Unseen. Yeah.
Yeah, they just didn't type it in. So, yeah, pretty standard Kobik Trader and unseen build. Always usually plays as well. This is definitely different. Black Panther Trader, or no, maybe another Q at 50 points. Right here, that mystery 50 points. Probably a Q.
Could be Trelane.
Yeah, probably Trelane's better, right? Because he's got the stop click.
Yeah, Voyager, Symbiote. Okay, so you put the Symbiote onto Black Panther. Okay, so it's like your typical like Cosmic Panther team.
Yeah, but we haven't seen one in a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen in a while, but yeah, that's up there.
Speaking of, with a Wesley Crusher, I like it. Switching it up.
Title. Okay, so this is a similar team that won Mexico, right?
Yeah. No, that had a Q on it.
I know, but like it was a Hulk, Korath, Wasp, Oz team.
Yeah.
Like it's the same.
Yeah, same. Another Trader Kobik. Here we go. A little different. Double Danger Room with an Oz.
Similar.
Ross.
Who is it? What's his name?
John Fudo.
Albanian.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's.
Wonder if he's Albanian.
Just kidding. Good luck.
So yeah, definitely, dude. I'm loving seeing all these Wendigos.
Oh my God, look at that! Oh Jesus,
dude. Dan. So Dan posted a picture.
Yeah, he had like 14 of them now.
Yeah, he's like 14 Wendigos.
He's the one's making the price go up.
Gee,
Tricentennial, Groot.
Share the love, Dan. Come on. Yeah, so that's a cool team. I like it.
Wendigo's gonna be everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Everywhere. All right, let's see. Hey, here we go. Alyssa should be happy.
Looks like an old school Pauper team.
I know, right? Yeah, dude, it is, right? Wait, are you sure this isn't a Pauper team? Like this is a Pauper format?
It's not without Highlander.
That's true. Yeah.
Pre-Highlander.
3 Medusas, crystals, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I wonder how many people were there.
I did not get a number.
That's cool.
It says 500, but I don't think they had 500 people.
No, they did. That's cool though. I mean, we got some. Of course, there's like what 2 or 3 cosmic type teams, but yeah, I mean, the Magneto Wendigo things are going to be that right there. I believe this team could be better if he just played Tangent.
Yep. Yeah, that's really good.
That's actually really good. I like it. Love it.
All right. So,
cool. Congrats, Marco Sandrone. This is another guy that his name sounds very familiar.
Yeah, I see him pop up a lot too. Hopefully, you guys can make it out to Worlds next year. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stop sharing, and we're going to cover the Rock Cup because I don't have too much information on that. I'm going to let you take the lead on this one, buddy.
Dude,
it was hard to find stuff.
It's well, it's the main event. Like the 2 main events were the team. Is it 3v3 or was it 2v? It was a 2v2.
It was 3.
3v3 ultimate. I'm sorry, Extreme Highlander. So that's only one of whatever game element all throughout your whole team, which is that's cool. We did that at Worlds. When we won, when the Apex Predators won, the first ever team championships, the qualifyings were sealed, Guardians of the Galaxy sealed, and then when you made the cut, it was Highlander Modern.
Okay.
But back then, Phoenix Force, Power Plant, Power Batteries, Utility Belt were all legal. Book of the Skull.
So everything, you had options.
Entities, it was Bronze Age before Bronze Age. That, to me, I saw some people write like, the Worlds was like the most diverse format, like they've ever had. And I was like, man, they really have memories of a goldfish. Because in 2014, when all of the resources were out, dude, there were like no 2 teams alike. There were archetypes that were alike, but like they had a different.
That's what I keep hearing.
Dude, in 2014, it was insane. Like I just remember, I'll tell you right now. Let me just tell you like some of the teams I had to go through like the 13 rounds. Team bases were legal, by the way.
Oh, that's gross.
So people were playing New Mutants. People were playing X-Men. People were playing Justice League team base with the new strategy game stuff. There were different Iron Pharaoh types of builds, but like mine had Lyra, others had like Bullseye, or I have the green battery. They have a different battery. They have a different ring, right?
Yeah.
And then I had like there were Lydia teams, there were White Witch teams, Book teams with them. There were Phoenix Force. Like I remember, oh my God, the Power Plant teams, the Power Plant Bill, Agent of AIM teams with like Phantom X and or Bullseye.
Phantom X is gross.
Yeah, so Phantom X with a Power Plant, that's what Adam Friedman played.
Okay.
I had to play him twice in that, and it was brutal. But he had Bill, Agent of AIM, which means you don't need line of fire to the highest point guy.
Oh my God.
So he can just shoot you anywhere. And then you played, and then you played, and then so other version like Arnold Berkovitz was playing like a Bullseye version of him, the Bullseye from Deadpool, really really good.
Yeah.
And there were like Paris was playing Iron Pharaoh with Batgirl, and something else. But remember, Book of the Skull was legal too, so it was a lot of books. Oh, George
Everyone
was
plus
playing.
2 to attack.
George was playing a 250-point Bizarro
Okay.
with split lip and full
the
book.
click down one, right?
Yeah.
Or the one with all the tokens. Yeah.
That there was Undying Team. This is before Nick, right? So, Absorbing Man, the Ellie Absorbing Man, where you need to roll, like, whatever you hit, you need to roll like what he rolls to hit. Whatever you need a match, right? It's like it was an Undying Team with like Resurrection Man. So you can't really score points. So I got lucky because on my second attack I rolled the number and it went through his defense and he died.
Perfect.
But otherwise, he would win or go to time because he can't kill anything.
Yeah.
What else was there? There was a Silver Centurion teams. Oh, because that's what I played in the finals. It was a Silver Centurion, yellow ring team. So you were, it's
he's high points. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a Despotellis, like Despotel teams. There was like there was a Wolverine, Hobgoblin. This was one of the coolest teams. It was a Wolverine and a Hobgoblin Prime team. And it had the hand ATA. The hand ATA says when you're next to blocking,
you're like can't draw lines of fire, right?
Line of fire is blocked.
Yeah.
So he has a wall. Hello. You
damn, that is.
Then you can't see. It was one of the cooler teams out there that I saw.
So someone needs to build a hand ATA team in bronze.
Justin Harrington. Justin Harrington already got you on that.
Ooh.
He already submitted so he had to work on that. I pointed him in the right direction. He showed me a list, and I said, no, you need to look over here.
Nice.
But he has the idea because he had the hand ATA already, so he's on there.
There you go. That's what I like to hear. Good job.
There was like an Abensur Prime Green Lantern Corps team. Like there's Sodom Yat at full. Yeah. What the heck with the Butcher? Butcher entity. Oh yeah, not to mention everybody had Parallax. You name it.
Everybody had an entity.
Oh my god, it was insane.
So when I started playing Modern, there wasn't these good entities. I had Eclipso and Brainiac. And, they were good. Don't get me wrong. But I wasn't able to pick 2 powers and 2 stats to increase like Ion. So
yeah, I know, right?
Like I was at a disadvantage here.
Yeah, dude, trust me, man. Like that metagame was probably it was probably the most brutal, but also the most fun. Yeah. Because you can come with something that was original because there's so many iterations and combinations.
Like you're not gonna have
like me and you might come up with the Iron Pharaoh archetype, like the same thing, but I might have a power battery, you might have a power plant. And the team functions differently now.
Exactly. Like you're not gonna have the same 4 or 5 cookie cutter teams. There's
no way
25 different teams that you could face. You're not gonna know what it's gonna be.
I'm trying to remember. Like I wrote a tournament report on it, and there was like, I think I played 2 Lydia teams against 2 Lydia teams, but they were completely different Lydia teams. Like one had a power battery, and the other one had Book of the Skull.
Jeez.
So like it was way different because the Lydia, the power battery Lydia was like a defensive team, and the Book of the Skull was a smash in your face team. Because they all want to have charge. So there was what else? Man, there was just too much stuff.
Yeah.
Or what are you? Okay, dude, just okay. We'll go back to Rock Cup. Okay. I get it. You just say something. Just say something next time. Anyway, that was the format.
Focus on our topics that we're talking. We'll get to Bronze Age in a bit. Let's get through the Rock Cup.
Okay. Well, because it's like it's
so it's an equivalent to Nationals, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to talk about it because there's not much info. Like, I don't even know what the winning teams were.
I believe they had Onslaughts.
No. See? That was sealed.
Yeah, that was one Eastern one.
No, but I'm talking about the 3v3 first part.
That's what I'm talking about. Team sheets. Like I said, I had trouble trying to find stuff. So
yeah, because that was the team. That was a 3v3. That was the team, right? So
yeah,
that was the team version, and then the singles version instead of constructed was sealed. X-Men.
But
sealed.
Even the team version. It's Extreme Highlander, so
yeah, that's what it is.
But all right,
that's what it was for us.
I will give credit because the top 4 teams of the Italian Nationals did not share a piece, so there could be some good teams, and I wish I could see them.
In top 4, really, there wasn't anything. Are you sure not like the same IDs or anything? Are you sure there wasn't like Wendigos on the top teams?
I'm
pretty sure top 4 had Wendigos. No.
Because top one was all those Magneto Surtur stuff.
Okay. What's next?
The second one was the Mystical team.
Who was on it?
Daredevil, Alex, Tri-Sentinel, right? Kobik Trader.
Daredevil, Who was the other mystical guy in there?
Witch Queen.
Oh, Witch Queen. Okay.
And then it was the Kobik team.
Unseen, you mean? Kobik Trader Unseen?
Yeah, Kobik Trader Unseen. And then it was this Black Panther team. So, okay, Cyclops student. Sorry. But the core teams are different.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. So Cyclops and Beast students were the same.
Yeah, but not knowing what they played, like there's no point in talking about it because we're just speculating at this point.
This is true, but I'm just saying that there could be some cool teams.
Yeah, but then we're just speculating, right?
I know.
Because we don't have the lists.
So we're going to move on.
Teams,
we're going to move on to WWE now. What? WWE. I'm excited about WWE.
Oh, dude, did I see when you win with logic, you have to bow down.
No, I'm just moving on because there's no point in arguing.
Yeah, because we don't know anything. So
exactly, I'm speculating, trying to be optimistic, and moving on. That's all.
Okay.
I can have a good attitude once in a while. Let me try and be peppy.
Fine.
Give me
what
one
else
little.
You want to talk about now? Okay. Here, how about this? Okay, if you're going to, what do you want to talk about then? We don't know anything about it. What do you want to? No. You want to go back to it? Let's go back to it. I
don't want to go back to it. There's nothing to talk about.
Okay, well then what are you...
I didn't say there was... It's something that happened. I brought it up. There's not much to talk about. I'm moving on. That's it.
Okay. It seems like you're like angry because we didn't get to talk about it.
Hey, I never get angry about anything.
Or at least perturbed. How's that?
All right. So you were saying congratulations
to... Before you rudely interrupted me,
I had to
congrats to Easton for winning his local 30-man event. I'm just kidding. I mean, winning I guess it's a Nationals qualifier, right?
Is it Nationals or Worlds qualifier?
Oh, sorry, Worlds qualifier. Yeah, it's a World. Is it a Worlds? It's Worlds, right?
For the teams, it was.
No, but what about the sealed?
I don't know. It's a national event, so I'm assuming to get you a buy-in to Worlds, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, if it's national level, then he gets a buy to Worlds. So he's already qualified for that. The pricing was amazing. I will say that the pricing was.
Dude, he made out like a bandit.
So, but this is what was the pricing down to? 32, right? It's like, so if it's Worlds level national local pricing, that means it prices out to 32. Like the top 32 get like the rings.
Nice. That's good.
Right? Like that's rings or IDs or whatever. And then like the top 16 get whatever.
Connelly's.
Plus something. And then the top 8 get the purchasables. And top 4 get the winnables. And top 2 get the chase prime. And the winner gets additional, right?
Jeez.
But I do know that they had 32 players.
Nice.
For the Sunday event.
Yeah, that's the main event.
Yeah, 32 for the main event, and then on Saturday for the 3v3 they had 10 teams.
Okay.
So that's 30 players.
Yeah.
But the 10 teams was priced out to top 16. So
top 16 teams.
Top 16 teams. So like even if you finish last, you're getting like awesome stuff. That's awesome. That's pretty good. I mean, shit. I wish we had that kind of level of pricing, but you know that like Howard had to like shell out some dough to get those prizes, because they're just not giving it to them for free.
Yeah, no, that's.
So I wonder,
they gotta pay a lot.
So like I'm wondering if like 30 players, 30 teams. I'm sorry, 10 teams and 32 players was like,
So the teams was what, $75 a team. Then you said they had 10 teams at $750.
Yeah. But that's just like each person paying $25 to enter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So hopefully that covered the cost of the kit.
I mean, dude, that's a lot though if you think about it, right? Because that's 3 factory sets each.
That's a lot.
It's 3 factory sets, I think, or 3 Chase and Prime sets, and then like
Cons.
Like the cons is like 3 of each times whatever, right?
Yeah. There's at least 10 purchasables, and then included on
Each.
top of the winnables.
No, not just 10 purchasables, 30 purchasables.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'm saying that. Yeah, there's 10 of each, or there's 10 individual purchasables.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So yeah, that's a lot of con at least.
So like, if you think about it like this, all right, let's look. If you were to buy, what's so it's all the purchasables this year, right? So like, what was the purchasables this year? Purchasables?
Hulk, Set, Static, Miles Gwen.
What was the big one?
Ghost
Rider.
Ghost Rider, both Batmans.
Well, how much is Ghost Rider?
H-Style. I don't remember. 30?
30?
I think it was 30.
It's 30? And so that means you're getting 30 times 30?
Yeah.
You're getting 30 of them, right?
Yeah. Jeez.
And then you're paying 30. You're getting 30 of them, you're paying 30. That's $900.
Well, he's probably getting it at a discount. He's probably getting them for like a 40% markdown.
Okay. So let's even do 50.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So 50. So he's paying 15.
So times 30.
So wait, how far are you pricing down?
Well, there's 30 players.
Oh yeah. So everyone gets one.
Everyone gets one. Okay, that's $450, right?
Jeez. Yeah.
And the entrance was how much? $750.
Total. Yeah. For if you said there's 10 teams.
Okay. What's the next one?
The Batmobile is also like
20,
25, 30, I think. Yeah. The Gamma charge is 30. So the
okay,
Ghost Rider's more. Ghost Rider's got to be at least 40. So it's probably more.
So wow. So let's say you're getting half as 20.
Yeah.
20 times 30, it's already $600.
Yeah.
And then that's just one purchasable, and that's if you're getting it at a 50% discount.
Exactly.
And that's not counting the rest of the purchasables.
And the factory sets.
And then you know what you're getting. You don't know what you're paying for the winnables.
Yeah. So you were telling me that they used to have a really big turnout, right?
Dude, when we had okay, so back in 2014 when I won it, there were just under 100 players.
Wow, that's a lot.
And this was at Dragon Con. And Dragon Con was very hard to get in because in order for you to get even to play in the Rock Cup, you had to buy the badge.
Oh,
badge was expensive, right? The badge was like maybe like $80 to $100 for the weekend.
Yeah.
So you have to get that, and then you have to go to the Cup, and then you have to go to the Cup. So I would say there was just, I mean,
so it was like an investment.
To me, it seemed like there was way more than 100. Okay, so for the people that played in the main events and stuff, I would say it was just under 100.
Yeah.
But the people that were playing the battle royals, the side events, it was clearly over 100.
Yeah, because not everyone goes to play in the main event.
Yeah, there were right, and then so that in 2015, when it moved to the con, the hotel.
Yeah.
That's when it got good. It was about 150 players.
Jesus Christ!
Throughout the whole weekend. Okay,
that's a lot.
And then in 2016, when it got really big, it was like over 200 players.
Damn, isn't that more than Worlds?
No. Worlds is like 300 to 400.
Okay.
But remember, Worlds, there are a lot of people there just to play BRs.
Yeah, I know.
Because they're giving out Connellys. So I guess, and also it's like not even, it's really hard. It's like you can't really compare because at Worlds, they're giving out Connellys to every little thing. Here, you're not giving out Connellys because these are just like what the Rock is able to acquire throughout the year.
Yeah.
So it's still a significant amount, which is cool.
Yeah. Well,
but not like where people could just go and play battle royals all weekend long. But there was still a lot of battle royals going on. So
this is the first year. Yeah.
And then in 2017 there were about the same, like 150 or so. And then last year at Lucky Dice, there was, I would say, about 100.
Wow.
Because
Still
I
pretty good.
remember the main the main event, just the main event there were like 72 players, 72 to 75 players for the main event. Like the people who were qualified to play on Sunday, it was like 70 something.
Wow.
But if you look at the whole weekend, people coming in through, I would say close to 100, if
It's still
not
really good.
Yeah. So now this year, because it's not its own thing anymore, because it's not like when you won it up, I guess also last year when Dan won it, he still got the $4,000 check. Right?
It's pretty nice.
That's remember the prize purse is up, it's 15,000.
Wow.
And it's priced out to top 32. So it's like a lot of incentive to go.
So
this year you take away all of that, and you take away because now it's just a qualifier for Worlds.
Yeah.
It kind of loses a little bit of its luster as being like because like when you won the Rock Cup, it was like equivalent to Worlds.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because literally the top players from all over would come, because there were people coming from like Thailand, Argentina. I remember in 2015 or in 2015 there was a large group from Argentina that came up.
Wow, that's impressive.
And then there was a Costa Rica came, and then the next year there was a Thailand that came, and then Puerto Rico. Like they would all come because we were able to do qualifiers, super qualifiers all over the world.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool.
Right. So they all came. So now this year, I mean, I guess to put it like in perspective, like they like the Texas guys, which probably would have like they have a pretty large contingent that usually go.
Yeah.
But they opted to run one of our trials the same weekend as the Rock Cup.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't even realize they did that until I was like, wait, why are you doing this? Because like you're gonna lose, like you're not gonna get players, right?
Yeah.
But it turns out like all the top guys from there didn't go, because if you looked at the names, Caleb Reddick, Dustin Cedars, Mike SQ, like those guys are top players from that region, and they didn't go.
Yeah, they rather play the trial.
Yeah, that's why I was like, well, I don't know. I mean,
so
normally Tony and Steve go. They didn't go. I don't know. I mean, you know, I really wish they would go back to. I really wish Howard go back to just making it its own thing, so that people can look at it, or like its own entity, so that it could be its own major, so that like when you win it, it counts. You know, like I said, winning Rock Cup and winning Worlds was equivalent. Yeah. Because in my opinion, after playing in 2014, 15, 16, I would say the competition is much harder. Much harder.
Yeah. Because
the top players in the game, you have to qualify too, just like they both do. But the Rock Cup is only Heroclix. So if you go there, you're only going there for Heroclix, which means you're going to go there to play. You're going to go there to try to win. If you go to Worlds, there are people that go, I'm here for Origins. Let me go check out the Worlds tournament.
Or the Nationals.
Oh, sorry, Nationals, sorry. Yeah. Or right. But Worlds this year is different, right? Because they made it its own thing. So since I didn't go, so I don't know, but I would assume that it was probably really, really hard, because they're only there for Heroclix.
Exactly.
But in years past, when you went to Origins or Gen Con, people would go there they would go there for the con and then go play. Obviously, there were a lot of people that were just for Heroclix.
Mm-hmm.
But there was like a fairly large contingent that were like, let me see if I qualify. And then you run into that guy and you're like, cool, I gotta win.
Yeah. You're like, thanks.
Yeah, right. But but when you play at the Rock Cup, like when we played in Atlanta, there's no buys at all, dude. Every round is gut wrenching.
Well, everybody wants to be there.
Yes, and everyone is good.
Yeah. Like, maybe they're not showing up just to be like, hey, let me see if I can do this, because, you know, they're there for Heroclix. Why else are they going to be there?
Yeah. So that's why it's very I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it seems like it's a pretty good like relationship for them right now with the Wizkids because they're getting a lot of stuff and they're moving a lot of kits. But I think what's suffering is like there's no coverage, there's no reporting, there's no nothing.
Yeah, I didn't see a single team
you didn't
sheet.
see, like, it's hard for, when I was on there, everything was funneled through me.
Yeah.
That's why I did all the reports, and that's how you got the word out, and that's how like because it doesn't matter if nobody talks about it, but if you do a news article on it and then you start posting it and people start talking about it, then that's when it becomes real.
Exactly. Well, if you want to get all philosophical about it, it's like if a tree falls in the forest, does it make a sound if no one's around to hear it?
There you go. See, I mean, yeah, which is why we try
deep, guys.
That's why we're really trying. Yeah, hard hitting philosophy here. This is why we're really, really trying to promote our series and like try to prop up our players, and that's why I'm glad that you guys do articles, you guys do stream, like everybody does content, because it's the only way that you can feel important, prestige, whatever, if you're recognized, right? But if you're not recognized, it's like,
why are you gonna do something?
Yeah, but it is what it is. It's probably just a different space right now, with Heroclix, because there's like different paths.
Yeah, things are changing.
But whatever. I'm glad Easton won.
Good. Got that national title.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess that is a national title. Yeah.
It is.
It is, yeah.
So
even though we had more players.
Back to my WWE stuff that we wanted to talk about.
Did you guys I almost sold out of everything.
I ordered a lot of extra.
Yeah, I didn't. I just ordered because I didn't know how popular it was going to be, and it turned out to be very popular.
It's very popular, yeah.
Yeah, I sold out of all my starters. But I guess I didn't order enough, so I'm getting I'm getting a massive restock tomorrow.
Nice. Yeah, I got mine today actually. So the starters with the ring are super cool. Without the ring are super cool. The new pack is always helpful.
Yeah.
Speaking of new pack, I got one of the Orvo ones just to get the updated rules and pack. It's good to have around.
Hey, the ring. Can both players use that prob?
If you're talking about the second and the third trait, the answer is no. It's specific to the person that pays for it.
Yeah, that's what
I checked with Alex on that one.
Okay, cool. Because did you message? Like, he doesn't have social media.
I got it. I texted him.
Yeah, because when I was reading, I was like, look, it says friendly. I'm like,
yeah, no.
This is mine. You don't get to use it.
Yeah, I know. We were playing, and Keisha's like, no. It says you may. Like, it doesn't say everyone. So, yeah, I was just like, all right, there we go. Yeah. So just be clear.
That actually helped me a lot, man, because
it makes a difference.
Dude, I beat the crap out of because I'm like, every turn, it's like not only does my Ric Flair have prob, but I have prob from the ring.
Oh, dude. All right, so Ric Flair's pretty good, right?
I'm going to hit you every time. So
yeah, oh, God. Yeah. So
yeah,
Ric Flair cool. and Asuka is gross.
Do you know what we did? You know who else is pretty good, too, is Triple H.
I haven't played Triple H yet. Which one did you play?
He gives the one that gives empower to everybody. It's adjacent to him, or read it.
So numbers game. Empower friendly characters that are adjacent or share a keyword with him besides WWE can use empower.
Dude, you know how much he was smashing? Like,
were you mixing them? Were you just playing WWE or were you mixing?
He played it. So he played like just the WWE stuff, like Arvin, and then I was like, well, he bought the Doctor Strange with the Soul Gem.
Yeah.
So and I was just looking. It's like, here, let me play Doctor Strange because we haven't seen him. Okay. He's like, oh, multiverse game, and I was like, oh shit. So Grand Entrance. I'm like, oh no.
Dude, Grand Entrance is devastating.
God. Yeah, dude. I was like, oh no. You know what's funny? When we, dude, and like. It obviously did not get old, and I was like, look, man, when we were playing and it was a Grand Entrance, this is what we're doing.
Oh no, that's too good. That is too good.
Yeah, dude. So we were doing that. Like, he's like, okay, Triple H is moving. I'm like, oh, hold on. And we play, and then he'd move, and he'd slowly move across the ring and go in. It's like, oh, now the Rock's going. And then we put the Rock. It was like how? I'm like, wow, I can't believe we're doing this. Yeah.
Oh, that's too good.
Yeah.
That's too good.
But,
yeah, no, we've had a lot of fun with the WWE so
he
far.
beat the crap. Like, what's name has a really long dial? Big Show.
Okay, yeah. Except for he's got that traitor trait.
And he chewed through him like it was nothing because he's in power.
Yeah.
Jeez. I was like, crap. But luckily, Doctor Strange was able to help out because he has defend.
Yeah.
So when like Big Show drops to like a 16 defense, he's still 18.
Jeez. Yeah. Yeah, I was going against a Big Show, but I killed him pretty quick, and I got the traitor off. And so question, I keep forgetting. So the Alex Wilders, all the people with the traitor trait, when they go to your team, do they come with 0 tokens or do they come with the tokens that they had?
It says when they die, right?
Yeah. When Big Show is KO'd, do not remove him from the game.
Yeah, so when you're KO'd, you normally... I guess we'd have to look at what the KO part says in the rule book, but I'm pretty sure when you're KO'd, you remove the tokens from them.
Okay, that's what I thought.
You remove the tokens from them, you remove from the game, but here it says removing from the game, which still means you should be removing the tokens.
Yeah.
Because the only thing that you're not doing is taking them off of the map.
That makes sense. Okay. So then KO him, he goes back to your force and no tokens.
Shit, I don't know.
And then you get to attack with him. So that's really good.
I just talked about how we know all these rules, and I'm like, I don't know about that one.
Hey, we will know by tomorrow, sir.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing, right? Like,
yeah,
we look it up, we make sure it's right instead of making like a hasty answer. And
we're okay with saying I don't know. Let me get back to you.
Just look it up. Yeah, exactly. As long as we get it right, right? As long as we get it right.
Hey, it takes practice.
But what was the other one that I think Eddie Guerrero here is good enough for Modern and Bronze Age.
Dude, Eddie Guerrero and Asuka are gross.
Do they have stop clicks or what? I know Eddie Guerrero does. Is he the only one that has stop click?
Asuka does not. No, I think Eddie Guerrero's. No, I think either who is it? Triple H? Not Triple H. Undertaker or Kane has one.
Oh, he has stop click, but they can't heal.
Yeah, Undertaker does. Undertaker's really good. I was playing Undertaker, Kane, and Black Adam just because I could.
Your non-popper team?
Yeah, my non-popper. I was like, it's not popper, guys.
Yeah. So one of the things I was thinking that you can do is if you played... Is there a figure in Bronze Age anywhere that you can just give a token to a guy? You know why?
Signature move.
Because you can go grand entrance, move up, then signature move right away.
Oh my god!
Right?
You should be able to token your friendly guy somehow.
There is. I'm pretty sure. Maybe anybody's out there listening. Maybe there is like.
I feel like Landers did this.
Like there's an old piece. I know there's an old piece that like you would give a token to somebody. Like instead of this, you give a guy a token.
Yeah, like if you do a power action, someone else gets it, right?
Dude, that would be so gross because then you just like, oh, cool. Dude, because some of these signature moves are busted.
TK. Oh, no, you only can do the grand entrance from your starting.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You do it on turn 1. And then they just move all the way up, and then their signature move. Because, like, for example, Stone Cold's is like, his signature move is like it's like a full charge, right?
Charge, yeah. So,
like, he can go and then go further. Like, that's so dumb.
Yeah, it's gross. Like, Undertaker's attacking with almost +3 to attack. And plus,
or like
2 to damage.
You could do the Kane fire post signature move, right? Like
that one's hard to pull off because they have to be next to the ropes or the blocking.
Oh, okay. So then they have to actually.
But that's not his signature move, I don't think.
Oh, he could just do it.
That's yeah, that's just the fire post. That's just a damage power.
Oh shit.
His signature move is the choke slam. So if he has 1 action token, he can use slam. When he uses it, modify damage plus X, where X is amount of action totals exceeded Oh, the extra amount your attack rolls over their defense.
Well, you know what I was thinking though is like you want to get the signature move guys that can like move and then do their attack.
Yeah,
because like
really good.
You want to do it from like your grand entrance into the move.
Yeah, and just full steam ahead, and yeah, those signature moves.
I would love to see that. Oh yeah, they're
like
yeah.
It
was definitely fun, man. Like we all had fun playing it. There was a guy that played us because he bought a Mojo.
Oh, nice.
And it just happened Mojo a celebrity, so he played a celebrity theme. Sense. And I was like, oh, cool. So this is a multiverse game? Cool. Grand entrance.
Where's Lex?
Dude, it was awesome, dude.
That's too good.
But yeah, they're pretty strong, man, because they kind of like, I chewed through that Mojo, like. So, dude,
yeah, they do a lot of damage.
They have really high stats, too. It's like 18 high, and it's like 17, but they either have toughness, reflexes. You're like, man, I can't do anything to these guys.
So we were comparing this to a whole non-blind buy set of super rares. Like they're all just really good pieces.
Yeah. I mean, it has to be if you're gonna pay $8.
Yeah, you pay for what you get, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what if anyone has any ideas for Bronze Age with the set.
We might see some on Saturday.
Oh, dude, all I know is Undertaker and Kane are monsters, and monsters are good in Bronze Age.
Well, monsters are good in any format.
But they're good in Bronze Age. I mean,
well, speaking of celebrities, that Mojo just won an event in Texas, right?
Yep. So Dustin, we were saying earlier there was a trial in Texas, and no, you're gonna show it already?
Don't show it.
No, this is a premium.
It's a premium. Oh, you told me you don't want me to show the team.
No, but you didn't have the list. I didn't send you the list.
No, you just sent me. It's just the team.
Let me send you the list then.
Oh my gosh.
I thought well, bring up the second place list, right?
All right, we'll talk about the loser first.
He played against Caleb Reddick, who's like one of the top players in all of Clix.
Oh, that's handsome me. All right, we'll get rid of you. Oh, I thought actually. Oh, I'm gonna have to edit this out. This is awkward.
Yeah, no, leave that in. That's awesome.
This is so awkward. Dude, where's that? Texas too.
Dude, that's a cool one. Leave it in.
Oh, the Carnage background?
No, leave you in.
Oh God, no, I should take me out of everything. All right, so here's the second place team. Very similar to Robert Gallagher's team that won, was it last week or the week before?
Yeah.
I think it was
almost
2 weeks.
Exactly, just minor changes, right?
Yeah. So Magneto, Ophidian, Sabretooth, Sinister, Isaac, Tri-Sentinel. He dropped a
sniper
rifle.
Added beast.
And
he added a spectral.
And added a spectral. What else did he drop? Oh, he dropped the mini slayer.
The mini slayer.
Yeah. So that's cool.
But it's a robot theme. This is the new hard to kill undying Bronze Age team, because Magneto, Sabretooth, Sinister, and Isaac Isaac has a stop click, and the other three constructs are hard to kill.
Yeah, they're all just one click hitters.
The metagame call, as Rob was telling us, was playing the green battery.
Yeah.
Could be the return of the green battery, because it's a lot of free stuff, right?
Yeah.
I feel like this team can give Mojo a problem, because Mojo, he has to free move, he has to free port. He can't perplex. He can't sidestep.
No, and then he just
there.
Yeah, he's there. So I know Jonathan played this at the first trial that I had, the green battery, not this team at all, just the green battery, and it just I don't think it was with the right team, but it definitely, I saw it affect a lot of teams and shut them down. So
that's interesting, huh? Because when they changed the rules to saying you can't, it doesn't work with charge and stuff anymore.
Yeah.
there's still many things that stop it.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
So
So
that's it. All right. So I have to go.
Winning team. Dun dun dun.
Hold on. Let's see. You just sent it to me. Here we are. It's going to be small. So Mojo, Power Woman, Penguin, Leslie Thompson, Tribbles, and the Power Plant full.
Yeah.
Along with
Almost
green...
full.
Oh, he's not full? Oh.
No, he's not full.
What's he missing?
I don't know, but he only has like a certain amount of rings. How many is that? Like 8 or 9?
9. 9.
Yeah.
Oh, that's making me uncomfortable.
Because he's playing the bat signal, so he needs that 2 points for the bat signal.
Yeah. It's so much better.
So the basic move here, I mean, for those that aren't familiar, the Fast Force Penguin allows friendlies to attack him to move like the marker, his little whatever, the deal marker.
Loyalty token.
Loyalty token. And then so what you're doing, you have a tribbles, you make a new tribbles, and then you free attack. You get 2 of those because there's 0 attack they're gonna miss.
0.
So you get 2 of those.
Unless you crit hit, of course.
You get 2 of those, and then Mojo gets each time you miss, he gets one of his board token.
Mm-hmm.
And then he can remove 2 to port anywhere on the map or make an attack. So what he does is he ports with Mojo across the map to wherever he wants to go, and he's 175 points, so he can call in a lot. And he ID calls in someone and then smashes, and then he uses bat signal with a Power Woman to call him back.
Yep.
So that he can poof the ID. And then it's just rinse and repeat.
It's a very ID-centric team, but very efficient.
And he has Power Plant to load up his call-ins or even load up Mojo himself. He did tell me in the last round he disintegrated the power battery.
Oh, wow.
So he will have his article. But this is a really ingenious team. It's very similar to like the Cape Crusader team. Remember we talked about that? The Cape Crusader bat belt?
Yes.
So he switches places with a bat. He can either attack or call in, do something, and then bat signal back. But this is more potent because Mojo is 175 points, whereas Batman is 139, the Cape Crusader. So he can call in more.
Yeah, the 175 point call in. Anything 150 or more is a big call in battery that can hurt.
So they had 8 players, and it was I mean, I guess for them, it's like I guess that's a normal turnout because they normally get 8 to 12 or whatever. But since this is the first time they're running this format, I guess that's for us it's a decent number.
Turnout,
we had for ours, the numbers have been 8, 8, 9, 8, 13, 9, 8.
Yeah.
So you're still winning.
Hey, look at me.
So let's see if Ernie can break it, but he might be able to just because WWE is legal.
I'm bringing, including myself, I'm driving up with 4 people.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
So,
cool. Can't wait.
So,
dude, I can't wait to see all that stuff.
Just reminder, Roseville at Best There's Games starts at 5 p.m. Bronze Age event. Not getting home till like 2 in the morning.
What time does it start?
5 p.m.
And how long is the drive for you?
It's like 2+ hours.
Well,
like I said, I'm not gonna get home till like 2 in the morning.
I'll probably
my wife doesn't expect much of me.
I'll probably be up. Just message me how you're doing.
Exactly. We'll give you a call on the way back.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll be up.
Yeah, no. Well,
it's either gonna be this. You're either gonna be telling me how awesome the team did and how you wrecked everybody, or bullshit teams. I can't believe I lost.
No, me never.
I didn't do that.
That's not me. That's not me at all.
Look, man, between me and you could do that. It's fine.
All right, I'll cry on your shoulder for like 10 minutes.
Not crying, venting. Yeah. This is bullshit.
What am I doing playing Heroclix? Why am I doing this?
Yeah, why am I doing this?
Drove 2 hours for nothing. What the fuck? Nah, hopefully I won't be angry.
No. Yeah, you don't get angry, dude.
That'll be like twice in 1 week. That's very unlike me. Something must be wrong. But yeah, like I said, it should be a fun event. I'm looking forward to it. WWE will be legal. I know that's one thing that Brittany's been sharing.
I'd love to see some of that stuff.
I know that some of my guys have been playing with some WWE teams.
Dude, that'd
some
be cool,
resources.
Man. Dude, that the grand entrance thing is going to be so good in this format because they can't be shot at either, right?
Yeah. Fuck you, Green Arrow.
Yeah, dude, that's insane. Unless they're not on their first click, right?
Yeah. Or blue click.
Or right before
so you have to play them at full points.
Dude, you know what I would love to see if there are other figures that just have blue clicks.
I think there is.
And then you just pin them. What if they start with a blue click and you're like, cool, I'll pin you.
Dang, just stay there. Pin. Pin.
I would like
But yeah, the submission, like all those new powers are so good. I'm loving the immobile.
Hold on. Let me look at the Sentinel. Oh, I don't have the Stealth Sentinel. Because the Stealth Sentinel has 2 dials. Check if one of his dials is a blue.
Blue click numbers? Oh, it is. 2 of them are. Oh, no, one of it. So the red starting line has blue click numbers.
Hey, so if anybody's playing Stealth Sentinel, if you switch to the blue click, you're going to get pinned.
Yeah. Jeez.
Dude, how awesome would that be?
Yeah.
Because then you Migsy the die roll. Got him!
Oh, love me some Mixie.
Oh, another thing that Migsy can use. Stupid pin rolls.
It'll be good, dude. It'll be good.
Oh, shit.
So we got Best There Is games this weekend, and then the following weekend's in Bakersfield, right?
Yeah. So States is on Saturday, right?
States is on Saturday at Fresno.
And for those that are going to go on Sunday, go to Bakersfield.
Yeah. Hop, skip, and a jump over the freeway.
That's like maybe an hour south.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you going to go? You're going to go to, right?
Going to where?
Are you going to go to States?
Pauper is not for me.
Okay.
I do not have time to focus on another format.
I was going to say.
I am sorry.
I was going to say this. Meet up at Fresno and then come down on Bakersfield.
I'll try to make it to Bakersfield, but I don't even know what's going on that weekend. It's so far away. We'll see what happens when it gets closer.
12 days or something.
It's a long time away. There's children. There's family. My wife can pop up with something.
Halloween's still coming up. Okay. Well.
Oh, yeah, Halloween's we should have dressed up in Halloween costumes for this podcast. I'm disappointed in this. That would have been awesome.
Well, we're here as we're pretending to be podcasters. How's that?
Dang, there you go. It's a good costume. I like it. I'm gonna pretend to be a world champion.
I'm gonna pretend like I care about Pauper.
Dang.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's like you said, like I don't know. Maybe it's cool. Maybe we played it a couple times. It's cool, but for me, it's just there's so much to do in Bronze Age that's like it's weird because like if you know what it is, it's like this. When you first experience HD TV,
yeah,
and then you're like, oh my god, it's so clear, and then like let's say it went down and you go back to regular TV,
yeah,
and then you go, what the hell? You're like, I can't go back to the regular TV because you're so used to the HD and how beautiful and whatever it is, and then you're like, how was I ever even doing this? To me, that's how I feel like when I see Pauper. Yeah. That's regular TV, and then Bronze Age is HD. Now I'm in Bronze Age, there's so many things that I'm thinking about that I can't do in Pauper because it's so restrictive. Not only the rarities, but the Highlander thing.
The Highlander makes it difficult.
Right. Well, but I think it also helps it a little bit balance. But
no,
still.
I was going to say it doesn't make it difficult. Yeah, it makes it a little more balanced, but you only can pick one piece.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe it's cool. Maybe I don't know. I just haven't really. It's just hard because I'm looking at the Bronze Age and it's like, oh my god! Like I have like 2 or 3 more team ideas that I want to try, which we should try to do for the
showdown.
The showdown, dude. I have one. I think It could be really fun. It could be really fun. And then like against certain teams, I'm just like, all right, I'm not even gonna play.
Yeah, it's just an auto loss.
You just can't win.
Hey, it happens, but
it's a really fun team. I tried it here and I won on turn 2. And the guy was like, he did nothing.
Are we gonna have to talk to Alex about this degenerate team here?
No, it's not degenerate, dude. It's not degenerate. There needs to be a like everything needs to go right. Everything needs to go right. And it just so happened that it went right, and I killed him on turn 2. And he was like, "What the hell?" Because I go turn 1, I did my move. Turn 1, he did his move. Then turn 2, I killed him.
Jeez.
I killed his team.
That's
it's not
gross.
Vulture. It's not Vulture. It's not Hulk. It's not Hawkeye. It's not Iceman. It's not Wendigo. None of that.
Some secret tech that none of you know about.
There is a. I'll give a hint. It's an old style card. Boom! Just like we took Slate to the Promised Land. I want to take this next one.
Is this one of those obscure sets? Is it Marvel or DC?
No, it's not.
Is it Marvel or DC?
I don't. It's okay. I'll tell you this. It's Marvel, DC, or Indie.
Well, that narrows it down to nothing.
By Indie, I mean everything that's not Marvel or DC.
Yeah, no, that doesn't help much at all. Let me think about that.
I did eliminate. I did eliminate a chunk, right? Because it's an old style card.
Yeah, so it's nothing superior foes and forward.
Right.
So that's helpful. Huh?
People will know the dial. They definitely want the dial for this. 100%.
So I know you said earlier that we're gonna coincide with the new rules of being able to look at the whole card.
Yeah. So they can look at the card front and back on this one if they want.
Yeah. So Bronze Age, you're not gonna. So I know we talked about keeping notes, right? Is that something we want to touch on now, or do we want to save that?
We get to next time, but basically it's we because they did. Wizkids also said that you can do note taking during the match.
Okay.
If it requires like picking a power and shit like that.
So what if you walk up with like a notebook full of reminders?
No.
Okay.
You cannot come up with pre-written stuff. Okay. It needs to be as you're going. Like, what power did you pick? Oh, you picked Invincible, and you write down Invincible. But then when you go to the next round, it has to be like blank.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So a fresh slate each time.
That's usually what they mean by that.
Because I know in some video games, like you can bring notes and stuff. Like what combos you have to need to. In
card games, like in Magic.
Yeah.
People come out with their little notebook, and then they like when they sideboard, they look at what their sideboard strategy is.
Okay, so that's not a thing in Heroclix then.
Yeah. It has to be during the game. It cannot be. It cannot be beforehand.
Okay, so
I mean, you can you yourself can write it in between rounds and read it, but you can't like bring it out during the game, like before the match, and like put it on the table.
Like, all right, I'm playing this team.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, and you have a diagram of like where you move. No.
So is that cheating?
Yeah, basically.
Oh dang.
I mean, you can do that like between rounds, right? You can do that all you want. People look up dials
on their phone, right? Yeah,
whatever. But once it starts, gone.
Yeah. Once you sit down, you have your opponent. You can't look at your notes.
Yeah, you can write notes,
but you can't look at your notes that you had previously to the match. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can't be like Nighthawk 5 clicks. You can't have that. You can write Nighthawk 5 clicks during the match if you see Nighthawk.
Yeah.
But you can't be like, here's my stuff. Right. Yeah.
And if you know it at the beginning of the match, hopefully you know it in the middle of the match. If not, why are you playing Heroclix?
Yeah.
So. But yeah, so that's that. I think we pretty much covered everything. I'm excited to see the Bakersfield results and some Pauper stuff.
Dude, what do you
2 weeks.
Wait.
2 weeks. No, never mind. Skipping a week.
This weekend.
We still have best there is. There you go. Sorry, I went ahead in time.
Results.
This weekend's results, and then next week will be.
So, you want to give a spoiler alert what you're playing?
Sure. I'm gonna play Turtles. I'm gonna play Fast Forces Turtles. I
So
like the
Shane
team.
got second place with that, so do it justice and take it to the promised land.
I'll do what I can. I know I'm facing some good teams, but I believe I pair well against those teams just because
That's cool, man. I can't wait to see all that, dude. Just real quick, Mr. Nobody and Nighthawk are both politicians.
Wink, wink.
So if you want to play hate team, and then I believe there are some politicians in WWE. So
Yeah.
that could be a team in the making. You never know.
Dang, I'm ruined. I'm gonna quit now, guys.
It'll be funny, dude. Politician teams.
Hey, dude, I would love to see it. I would be excited.
Because there's all kinds of stuff. I mean, Casey Green Lantern is a politician too.
Oh, dude, just even on his low point click, just the perplex from everywhere.
Yeah.
So lots of good ideas, guys.
Politician teams, guys. Politician teams. Election
like
time. All right. Well, so this weekend, everybody go attend Ernie's event.
Yep, Roseville.
I'm sure we'll see a lot of info because you guys always do it good up there.
Hopefully he has a live stream going. That would be cool. I will not be able to do it. So.
I will have all the lists up. I have to put these 2 lists up still. We'll also have articles on tournament report, West Bet Charts winning.
Nice.
Article, Dustin Cedars will have his, and my article is going up. All tournament reports, so you can all kind of see what the teams do. And of course, the Hidden Gems series still going up. And and in all of this, there's still like modern and popper articles that people are still putting up because Tyler Speeds just put up his what do you think is the best team
2.0 team.
So it's really good. Steve will be writing his popper team list that he's going to be playing, and so will PJ. Nice. Jason Collins wrote.
That's right. PJ's back in the game now, isn't
he? Jason Collins wrote about his Sentinel Swarm idea for modern. So it's still a lot of good stuff. It's not just all Bronze Age. It's just so happens that that's what's happening right now because there's really no real events.
Yeah, not till February.
Yeah,
is the next round of WKOs.
So it's only $3 a month, guys. Just help support the site. Help pay the writers and keep it going. All right.
Very cool.
I guess with that, until next time, guys. When in doubt, perplex the attack.
Don't forget to practice rolling your dice, guys. Take it easy.
Shake it, Cali. West Coast.